Hi there BookTube, it's Janet. So it's time for book number 6 in my little summer reading round the world project. So I'm going to open it up and let you know where I'm going next. So it looks like I'm going to South America, and to be exact, Argentina. And this book is The Penguin Lessons, A True Story by Tom Mitchell. And I've been dying to read this one, actually. I've been really looking forward to it. And so I'll tell you what it says on the back. On holiday in Uruguay, Tom Mitchell rescues a penguin from an oil slick, only to find that the bird then refuses to leave his side. Tom has little choice but to smuggle his new companion across the border, through customs and into Argentina, where he teaches in a boys' boarding school. Juan Salvador, as Tom names the penguin, soon becomes the school rugby team's mascot, the housekeeper's confidant, the host at Tom's parties, and the most remarkable swimming coach in history. This plucky penguin transforms the lives of everyone he meets, in particular one young homesick schoolboy, and as for Tom, he discovers a true friend like no other. So that it just sounds like a lovely read, and it's a true story as well. And who doesn't love a penguin? I wonder if that is the real penguin of the story. I wonder if that's Juan Salvador. So I'm now gonna see what little treats Eleanor has got to go along with the book and Argentina. So this is my little Argentina parcel, so let's see what's inside. Oh, so this is, Eleanor's got me 2 DVDs, and the first one is Che, and I presume it's Che Guevara, and it stars Benicio del Toro, and I haven't seen it. So this is parts 1 and 2, it says. Spread over 2 explosive movies, Che Part 1 and Che Part 2. Has gained notoriety for the unflinching graphic depiction of guerrilla warfare and horror in all its glory. So it looks like it's parts 1 and 2 of a South American revolutionary, Che Guevara, who I had heard of but I don't really know much about. So that would be quite a good way to embrace South America and South American history, because I don't really know much about it. Give me that overview of some of the history of the continent. And the next one I've got, this is the Motorcycle Diaries. I have heard of it but I don't know anything about it, so I'll have a look on the back. So again, this is based on somebody's journals. So it says, based on the journals of Alberto Grandano. It says the Motorcycle Diaries follows a journey of self-discovery tracing the origins of a revolutionary heart. It says, with a highly romantic sense of adventure, the 2 friends leave their familiar surroundings in Buenos Aires on the mighty one, a rickety 1939 Norton 500. Although the bike breaks down in the course of their 8-month journey, they pass onward, hitching rides along the way as they start to see a different Latin America in the people they meet on the road. The diverse geography they encounter begins to reflect their own shifting perspectives. They continue to the heights of Machu Picchu, where the majestic ruins of the extraordinary significance of the Inca heritage have a profound impact on the young men. When they arrive at a leper colony deep in the Peruvian Amazon, the 2 are beginning to question the value of their progress as defined by the economic systems that leave so many people beyond their reach. Their experiences at the colony awaken within them the men they will later become. So both of these DVDs look like really good sort of introductions to some of South America. Obviously Che Guevara, who again is somebody I should know more about, but know only his name and that he was a revolutionary, so that will really sort of get me clued up on that. And then these Motorcycle Diaries, obviously, like the road trip around South America, and which again will give me a little bit more insight into that continent. I'm really pleased with those. I think South America, it's definitely a continent. I don't think I've read any books set there before, and I don't think I've ever read any South American authors, and it is a huge oversight in my reading. So this will sort of introduce me to a little bit more about that continent and maybe open the door for me to discover some more literary gems that come from that place. So I will get back to you when I've read The Penguin Diaries and let you know what I've learned and what I think. And so I will see you all later. Hi there again. So I have now finished The Penguin Lessons by Tom Mitchell. And this book, it's part travelogue, part wildlife, non-fiction, part memoir, all with a whimsical feeling to it. So it's a true story of Tom Mitchell, the author, who in the 1970s, when he was in his 20s, he took a job as a teacher in an exclusive private school just outside Buenos Aires in Argentina. And before he starts his job, he does a little bit of travelling around South America. And he was in Uruguay, and there was quite a lot of pollution in those days. Apparently, like, ships used to clean out the oil tanks with seawater, and so the oil would just go into the sea. And obviously it had quite a devastating effect on wildlife, and as he was approaching the beach he saw a lot of dead penguins that were covered in oil, and then all of a sudden one penguin sort of appeared to be alive and rose up out of all the other dead penguins. So obviously he had to rescue this penguin. So he was staying at a friend's flat at the time. He took him home and he gave him a good clean, and he became known as Juan Salvador. So although we did try to release him back into the wild, the penguin wouldn't go. And so we followed him. So we ended up taking him to his job in Argentina as in the school. And obviously there's a few little, issues about getting through immigration and things, particularly in the time in the backdrop of 1970s Argentina, where there was quite a lot of political unrest, a lot of corruption, a lot of military coups that were going on. So there's all this happening. And then it just follows his memoir of learning about the penguin and how he found a lot of solace and companionship with the penguin, and obviously he fell in love with the penguin, as did all the staff and the pupils at the school, and the positive effect that such a relationship with an animal can have on you. And it was quite whimsical. It's a nice, quick, easy read. It was lovely to learn about Juan Salvador and the relationship that he had with Tom Mitchell during the time that he lived with him. So yeah, it's a nice read. It does tell you a little bit about life in South America, particularly Argentina, but also he does actually, parts of the book where he has a break from school. He goes off and goes to explore other parts of South America. He goes right down to the tip, where he looks at the natural penguin colonies down there. And so it is quite an eye-opener in lots of ways, really. So yeah, it was a nice whimsical read and I learnt quite a bit. So that is book 6 of my Reading Around the World, and I'm very pleased that I did it. So I will see you all soon with my wrap-up for my reveal and my wrap-up for book 7, which is our final book in our Reading Around the World summer adventure. So I will see you all soon, BookTube. Keep reading. Bye!